Hello, my name is Gerald McClinton, and this is my Module 6 safety project for LOGM 229, Transportation Systems. For this presentation, I will be focusing on motor carrier safety regulations, specifically the hours of service rules established by the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration, or FMCSA. These regulations play a vital role in protecting both commercial drivers and the public by addressing the dangers of fatigue. Since driver exhaustion is one of the most common and preventable causes of accidents in the trucking industry, the FMCSA created hours of service rules to ensure drivers remain alert, safe, and compliant. I chose to focus on the hours of service regulations because they play a critical role in protecting not only professional truck drivers but also everyone sharing the road with them. These rules establish strict limits on how many hours a driver can operate a commercial vehicle before being required to take mandatory breaks and rest periods. Without these safeguards, drivers could be pressured to work long, unsafe hours, increasing the likelihood of fatigue-related accidents. By enforcing rest requirements, the hours of service regulations promote alertness, reduce risks, and ensure safer highways for both drivers and the general public. I chose this regulation because truck drivers are responsible for moving nearly 72% of America's freight by weight, making them the backbone of the nation's supply chain. With such a significant portion of the economy depending on the safe and timely delivery of goods, it is critical that drivers operate under conditions that prioritize safety. Fatigue is one of the most dangerous risks in trucking, as long hours behind the wheel can quickly lead to slower reaction times, poor judgment, and accidents. The hours of service rules are specifically designed to combat these risks, keeping drivers alert and protecting the public. The hours of service rules are very specific and carefully designed to manage how much time commercial drivers can safely spend behind the wheel. For example, a driver may drive a maximum of 11 hours, but only after taking 10 consecutive hours off duty. In addition, they are not permitted to drive past the 14th hour of their workday, even if they have not reached the 11-hour limit. Drivers are also required to take a 30-minute break after 8 hours of driving time to rest and reset. Finally, there is a weekly cap, 60 hours in 7 days or 70 hours in 8. These rules have a big impact on trucking operations. Companies must carefully schedule deliveries to avoid violations. Electronic logging devices, or ELDs, are now required to track hours automatically. While this adds costs and reduces flexibility, it improves compliance and helps reduce accidents caused by fatigue. These hours of service rules have a major impact on trucking operations because they directly shape how companies plan and schedule deliveries. Dispatchers must carefully coordinate routes and delivery times to ensure drivers do not exceed their allowed driving or duty hours. To enforce this, electronic logging devices, ELDs, are now required in nearly all commercial trucks to automatically record driving time and rest periods. While the use of ELDs has added extra costs and reduced some scheduling flexibility for carriers, the benefits are clear. These devices improve compliance, reduce paperwork, and most importantly, help prevent accidents caused by driver fatigue. The safety benefits are clear. Hours of service regulations reduce fatigue-related crashes, protect drivers' health, and make highways safer for everyone. These rules strike a balance between moving goods efficiently and keeping the transportation system safe. The safety benefits of the hours of service regulations are clear and far-reaching. By setting strict limits on driving time, these rules reduce the number of fatigue-related crashes that have historically been one of the leading causes of accidents in the trucking industry. They not only protect the health and well-being of drivers, who are often under pressure to work long hours, but also enhance the overall safety of highways for all motorists. Importantly, these rules strike a balance between efficiency and safety, ensuring goods can still move reliably across the country while keeping both drivers and the public protected. From this project, I learned that safety regulations are not just about legal compliance, they are life-saving measures. They ensure that productivity does not come at the cost of safety. Hours of service rules directly affect truck drivers, companies, and the public who share the road. From this project, I learned that safety regulations are much more than a set of legal requirements, they are truly life-saving measures that protect drivers and the general public. The hours of service rules demonstrate how productivity in the trucking industry cannot come at the expense of safety. These regulations directly affect the daily lives of truck drivers by ensuring they get adequate rest, while also shaping how companies plan operations and manage compliance. Most importantly, they safeguard the millions of people who share the road with large commercial trucks, proving that safety is the foundation of a reliable transportation system.